is the Raiders and the Ravens. Welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Two teams that have been eliminated, playing out the schedule. Raiders and the Ravens in the rain in Baltimore. Evil Dead's here. He's got the line at the Raiders -3. Over under at 37. The Raiders at 6-8. The Ravens with the worst record in the AFC at 2-12. The Raiders will get the ball first. We're underway. Cousins 2 yards deep out over the 20-25. And Orlando Cousins brings it out to the 31-yard line. As I said before, both teams have been eliminated. Just finishing up the schedule. Starting quarterback for the Oakland Raiders, Kevin Edwards, in his 10th year out of Army. Baltimore on the fast track for the first round draft pick, for the first pick in the draft. At 2-12. It's been a rough year for the Ravens. 1st and 10. Raiders come out. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins up the middle. A couple of yards. Let's take a look at the Raider offense. Up front, Veldheer, Hayes, Durham, Walker, and Barletta. And then it's Clymer, Loxley, Cousins, Siegel, and Francesca. Again, a 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Raiders at their own 35-yard line. Just underway. Opening drive of the game. We'll have the Giants and the Redskins after this. It's a Beltway doubleheader today. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins out to the 45-yard line, a 10-yard gain. First down, Raiders. So the Raiders getting the ground game going early. On the tackle, number 27, Craig Campbell, the rookie out of North Carolina. It'll be 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 45. Edwards in the shotgun. Cousins goes out as a receiver. Edwards back, looking, throws underneath to Siegel. And Siegel all the way out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and another Raider first down. So Oakland having a lot of success early here in the game, moving the football, already in Raven territory. That's the tight end, Jason Siegel, in his 8th year out of Tulsa. First down, Raiders now from the Baltimore 42-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Cousins again. And this time, no gain. Let's take a look at the Ravens defense. They play a 3-4. Fine, Owens, and Riddick up front. Linebackers, Young, West, Morris, and Palmer. And the secondary, Colston, Nelson, Young, and Stevens. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now they say a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Raiders at the Baltimore 42-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards back. Throws downfield to Squirick to the 37-yard line. Tom Squirick, the wide receiver, in his 4th year out of Memphis. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. 5:35 and counting here in the first quarter. Still the opening drive of the ball game. On 3rd and 5. Edwards draws back. Edwards steps up, throws to Squirick. Inside the 20, down to the 14-yard line. It's a 23-yard gain to Tom Squirick and a Raider first down. Raiders just moving the ball at will on this drive. Ravens can't seem to stop them. Giants and the Redskins after this. And then we'll have Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Flyers and the Avs. We'll be in Denver tonight for Game 3. That series is tied at 1 game apiece. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Edwards hands off to Kurt Loxley. And Loxley, no gain. On the tackle, number 92, that's Kevin Riddick, the 5th-year defensive end out of Dayton. Now they say a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Raiders. 4:35 and counting. We're still on the opening drive of the ball game. In the I formation. To Jenkins. Don Jenkins, the 2nd-year back out of Indiana. A 2-yard gain down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7. Excuse me. On 3rd down. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards looking. Steps up. Edwards is going to throw. Dump it off to Francesca. Down to the 5. It's going to be a gain of 6 yards. And James Francesca is going to be short of the first down. The 6th-year wide receiver out of UNLV. It'll be 4th down. Connor Blanchard will come out. And this will be a 22-yard field goal attempt to get the Raiders on the board first. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead it 3-0. 3:25 left to play in the first quarter. Live from Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Misty's in the house. Say hi, Misty. I hope Evil Dead's doing all right today.
I'm not.
So the Raiders lead at 3-0. Baltimore will get it for the first time. Mark Erickson will kick off for the Raiders. Fielded by Martin at the 4-yard line over the 20-25. And Lawrence Martin, in his 4th year out of Penn State, brings the ball out to the 26-yard line. First down, Ravens. Starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, Matthew Albritton, in his 5th year out of Tennessee. Three minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Raiders up 3-0. This will be the Ravens' first possession of the game. 42 degrees and showers at kickoff here in Baltimore this afternoon. Rain all up and down the East Coast in Week 15. 1st and 10 from the 26. Albritton hands off to Castilian. And Castilian gains 3 yards down to the 29. Robert Sutton on the tackle. Here's the Ravens offense up front. Stone, Grubbs, Jones, Glass, and Arianis. And then it's Provost, Martin, Castilian, Doyle, and Burns. A gain of 2 officially. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Ravens at their own 29. Raiders got a field goal on their opening drive. And this is Baltimore's opening drive. 3 receivers to the near side. Albritton in the shotgun. Albritton back. Throws downfield. Wide open Burns down to the 42-yard line. A 29-yard gain to Lawrence Burns, the third-year receiver out of Oregon State. Kevin Zachary, the strong safety, makes the tackle, but Burns worked his way open and gets Baltimore a first down into Raider territory. Doubleheader tonight, doubleheader tomorrow. We'll have 4 games for you Saturday, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. Albritton hands off to Castilian, and Castilian making his way, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown. A 42-yard run by Nate Castilian, the 6th-year running back out of Notre Dame. He broke through the line, got into the secondary, and he was gone. A 42-yard run by Nate Castilian for the touchdown. And the Ravens go up 6-3. Rob Belton for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. The Raiders got a field goal on their opening drive, but the Ravens answer with a touchdown on theirs. And Baltimore takes a 7-3 lead. 2:17 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. Cal Richardson will kick off for the Ravens, up 7-3. Both teams have been eliminated from the playoffs. Just playing out the schedule. There's the kickoff by Erickson, or by Richardson. Fielded by Cousins at the 3-yard line, over the 20, 25, 30. Orlando Cousins brings it out to the 35-yard line. First down, Raiders. Kevin Edwards comes back out to lead the offense for Oakland. Raiders coming off that disappointing loss to Seattle last week. And of course the Ravens, well, it's been a bad year, 2-12. Raiders come out. Kevin Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards draws back. Throws downfield. Caught by Clymer. And Peyton Clymer out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a Raider first down. The rookie out of Tennessee, Peyton Clymer. Eddie Colston on the tackle, number 30. In his 8th year out of Colorado for the Ravens. Less than 2 minutes left now in the first quarter on a cold, dark, rainy afternoon in Baltimore. First and 10, Edwards in the gun. Edwards hands off to Cousins, and Cousins goes nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a yard back to the 47-yard line, a loss of 2 yards. On the tackle, Kedrick Fine, the 7th-year defensive end out of Youngstown State. Going to be 2nd and 12 for the Raiders at their own 47-yard line. Giants and Redskins up next. We'll just head down the Beltway to FedEx Field for that one. On 2nd and 12, Edwards to Cousins, up the middle to the 43-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain, make it an 11-yard gain by Orlando Cousins. Just shy of the first down, to be 3rd and 1. And less than a minute left here in the first. Ravens up 7-3. I got to figure out a new name for the Redskins Stadium if I don't use corporate sponsorship. 3rd and 1. Francesca in motion. They hand it to him on the end around, and he's got the first out. He turns upfield. Big gain all the way down to the 21-yard line. A 22-yard gain by James Francesca on the end around. The 6th-year receiver out of UNLV. Finally making the tackle, Isaac Young, the rookie out of West Virginia. First down Raiders, all the way down to the Baltimore 21-yard line. You don't see this play very often in Madden 19, I've noticed. The end around. Maybe once every 50 games or so you might see it. I've noticed in the more recent versions, you'll see that play more often. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center on 1st and 10. Edwards to Loxley, and Kurt Loxley 2 yards down to the 19. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. And once again, Isaac Young on the tackle. Let's see if they get the play off in time. First quarter almost over. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the I formation, Edwards to Jenkins up the middle, and Jenkins bounces off a tackler and then gets down to the 14-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. Ravens up 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. The 6-8 Raiders, the 2-12 Ravens. Both teams have been officially eliminated from the playoffs. Just finishing up the schedule. Ravens lead at 7-3 as we start the second quarter. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Oakland at the Baltimore 14-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws outside to Cousins. Down to the 9. A gain of 5 yards. And a Raider first down. It'll be 1st and goal. Orlando Cousins, the rookie out of Louisiana Tech. The Raiders' first-round draft pick during the offseason. He's had a pretty good rookie year. First and goal, Oakland from the 9. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards hands off to Jenkins up the middle, and Jenkins all the way down to the 1-yard line. Don Jenkins, he is a tall running back in his second year out of Indiana. He's about 6'4". You don't really see running backs that tall very often. A gain of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Raiders trying to retake the lead. They come out in the I formation. Edwards hands off. No, play action, rolls out. Throws, incomplete. It was broken up by the linebacker, Michael Morris, in his 4th year out of Oregon. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. The intended receiver was Jess Harris, the rookie out of Tennessee, the tight end. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Actually, now 3rd and goal, I'm sorry. Edwards, 3-step drop, gets sacked. Back at the 5. Making the sack, number 50, Fred Young. In his 10th year out of Wake Forest, the former Seahawk. Young spent 9 years with Seattle, now in his first year with the Ravens. That's true, he's 6'3". Normally running backs are right around the 6-foot mark, maybe 5'10" to 6. Yeah, he is a monster. I've met him in person. He's big. 4th and goal from the 5. This will be a 22-yard field goal by Connor Blanchard to make it a 1-point game. Kick is up, and it's good. The Raiders score, but the Ravens still lead 7-6. Yeah, I mean, I didn't interact with him very long, but he seemed like a nice guy. It was a couple of years ago. It was a media day thing. We carried Titan games at the station. Titans and UT Vols, we carry them both. So the Ravens lead it 7-6. 6:44 left to play here in the first half. Erickson will kick off. Fielded by Martin about 3 yards deep over the 10, 15, 20. And Lawrence Martin brings it out to the 26-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will take over with a 1-point lead. 6:40 left to play here in the first half. We're at Camden Yards, the baseball stadium, right across the parking lot from the football stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Home of the Crab Cakes. The Inner Harbor, right next to the baseball stadium. Very close to the football stadium here, if you've ever been to downtown Baltimore. On 1st and 10, Albritton to Castilian. And Castilian out to the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 to be 2nd and 8. They've only played there 2 years. What, the Ravens? Going to be 2nd and 8 from the 28-yard line. Albritton in the shotgun. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton to Castilian. And Nate Castilian out to the 36-yard line. Under 6 minutes to play now. That'll be a first down for the Ravens. An 8-yard gain. That's the Oriole part. I'm just getting away from corporate sponsorships. I'm just going to call this Camden Yards. Close enough. 1st and 10 from the 36 in the I formation. Albritton throws downfield to Doyle down to the 36-yard line. A 28-yard gain to David Doyle. The big tight end in his 9th year out of Oklahoma. I think you're referring to Memorial Stadium. The Ravens never played at Camden Yards at Oriole Park. They played their first 2 seasons at Memorial Stadium where the Colts used to play before that was torn down. Because Camden Yards, the baseball stadium, that'd be different. 1st and 10 from the 36. Ravens in Raider territory. Albritton to Castilian. And Castilian, he's going to lose 2 yards back to the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 12. In fact, the first ever game that the Ravens played at home in regular season was against the Raiders. And that was September of 96. It was at Memorial Stadium. Second and 12 from the 38-yard line. We're coming up on 5 minutes left. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the shotgun. Albritton hands off to Castilian again. And Castilian all the way down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 5. I was watching a video this morning before I went to work. A lot of these baseball stadiums now, the way they've moved in some of the fences, they wouldn't be able to accommodate a football game there anymore in a lot of these stadiums. 3rd and 5 from the 31-yard line. Unless they remove the wall. Albritton back on 3rd and 5. Incomplete. That was broken up by number 96, Robert Smith, in his 13th year out of Oregon. So this will be about a 45-yard field goal. Make it a 48-yard field goal attempt coming up by Rob Belton to put the Ravens up by 4 on 4th and 5. From 48 yards, the kick is up, and he missed it. Oh my goodness. Anything inside of 50, you should be able to hit. Ravens come up empty. It remains a 1-point game. The Ravens up 7-6. Orlando Cousins, the rookie at Louisiana Tech, 24 yards so far. 4:23 left to play in the first half. Ravens up 7-6. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders going the other way. They'll start from their own 38-yard line. In the rain in Baltimore. We'll head down the turnpike, the Beltway, to D.C. for the next game, the Giants and the Redskins. 1st and 10. Kevin Edwards hands off to Cousins, and Cousins is going to lose a yard back to the 37-yard line. Kedrick Fine on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, 4:08 left to play here in the first half. Raiders come out, 3 receivers to the far side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins works his way outside down to the 40-yard line, a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Kevin Riddick on the tackle for the Ravens, number 92. 3:35 and counting here in the first half. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. 3 receivers to the far side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Clymer, all the way down to the Raven 38-yard line. A 22-yard gain to Peyton Clymer. And that'll be a Raider first down. We're coming up on 3 minutes left in the half. Give you a heads up, every night after football, we're going to have the Stanley Cup Finals. If it goes 7, the final game would be Monday night. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Edwards hands off to Cousins, and Cousins no gain. On the tackle, Ben Owens, the 4th-year defensive tackle out of Ohio State. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's been a defensive first half. 2:35 left here in the first half. 2-minute warning coming up. On 2nd and 10 from the Raven 38. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards looking, throws underneath to Clymer. And Clymer works his way down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. And let's see if they get the play off in time. 2-minute warning coming up. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the Raven 30. Raiders come out in the I formation. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Ravens up 7-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. 2 teams playing for pride. Two teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs already. The Raiders and the Ravens. Ravens lead it 7-6. It'll be 3rd and 2 for Oakland at the Baltimore 30-yard line. Cousins goes out as a receiver. Edwards in the shotgun looking, throws underneath to Siegel inside the 20. And Jason Siegel down to the 16-yard line. A 14-yard gain. First down Raiders. Oakland trying to retake the lead here. They led it 3-0. Then the Ravens got a touchdown, and then the Raiders answered with another field goal. And that's where we are. Christian West, the linebacker, on the tackle for the Ravens. In his 6th year out of USC. 1:40 and counting. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards drops back. Throws. Gets it out to Clymer. Down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 13 yards to Peyton Clymer. Another Raider first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3. With 1:14 and counting. Wes Stevens on the tackle. Wes Stevens in his 5th year out of Texas Christian. Raiders trying to retake the lead right before halftime. Coming up on a minute left. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. Raiders come out, 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards throws inside to Lockett. Touchdown, Raiders. Matthew Lockett, the rookie out of California. A 3-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders retake the lead, 12-7. Matthew Lockett, the rookie out of California, Berkeley. A 3-yard touchdown catch. His first catch of the day. Raiders getting all the receivers involved. Connor Blanchard for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead it 13-7. 56 seconds left here in the first half. Let's find out who both these teams will finish their season against next week. For the, let's see here, for the Raiders, well, Baltimore plays at New England, and the Raiders will host Kansas City. So Mark Erickson will tee it up. He'll kick off for the Raiders with 56 seconds left. The Ravens still have 3 timeouts. They might be able to get into field goal range. You never know. There's the kickoff by Erickson. Fielded by Stewart at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. On the return out to the 27-yard line, Dwayne Stewart, the second-year receiver out of Air Force. The Ravens will have it at their own 27. 51 seconds left here in the first half. Ravens come out. Matthew Albritton, the quarterback, in the shotgun. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton draws back, throws downfield, caught, no, incomplete. It was broken up by James Kingston, the linebacker, number 52, in his 7th year out of LSU. The intended receiver was Marcus Dixon, number 82, I do believe. No, it was Burns. Lawrence Burns coming across. I thought it was 82, it was 85. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Ravens at their own 27-yard line. 48 seconds left until halftime. Matthew Albritton takes the snap, drops back, Throws down the middle, incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. Yeah, the Patriots, yes, they're out. Outstanding. 3rd and 10 from the 27-yard line. Albritton under center. Albritton hands off to Castilian. And Nate Castilian out to the 33-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 6, but they're going to be shy of the first down. Kevin Zachary, the safety, comes up and makes the tackle. It'll be 4th and 4. The best the Patriots could do would be the Patriots. There is a scenario where the Patriots and the Chiefs would tie for the number 6 spot, but the Chiefs just a couple of weeks ago beat the Patriots, so the Chiefs had the head-to-head. And there's no way the Patriots can overtake the Chiefs, so they're eliminated. On 4th and 4, Kyle Richardson gets the punt away. Fielded by Loxley. And Loxley brings it out to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders. 34 seconds left. The Raiders still have 3 timeouts. They need about 40 yards to get in a field goal range. They have 3 timeouts. It's not out of the question. First and 10 Raiders from their own 26. Edwards hands off to Jenkins, and Jenkins plows forward out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Neither team taking a timeout. Mark Palmer, the rookie linebacker out of UNLV, making the tackle. I think the Raiders are content to go into the locker room up by 6 as we hit halftime. Your halftime score, the Raiders 13, the Ravens 7, here at Jammin' Sports. Back to Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. The Raiders lead the Ravens 13-7 as we get set to start the 3rd quarter. We'll have the Giants and the Redskins after this. We still have one more half to play here. Just a 6-point Raider lead. The Ravens have the worst record in the AFC at 2-12. Just trying to end the season on an up note if they can. They trail by 6, but the Ravens will get the ball first. Mark Erickson will kick off. 3rd quarter underway. Fielded by Martin at the 4-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And Lawrence Martin out to the 28-yard line. Matthew Albritton comes out to lead the offense once again. The 5th-year quarterback out of Tennessee. So the Ravens will start from their own 28, down by 6. In the I formation, Albritton Play action, looking, throws to the near side. Caught by Morgan. Out to the 37-yard line. That's Nick Morgan, the fullback, the rookie out of Wake Forest. A gain of 9. The Ravens getting their fullback involved. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1 from their own 37. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton pitches to Castilian around the outside. And Nate Castilian out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 3. And that'll be a Raven first down. Randall Wheeler on the tackle, number 20, the 6th-year defensive back out of Miami. Coming up on 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Ravens on the move, trying to retake the lead. On 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Castilian up the middle. And Castilian 4 yards out to the 44-yard line. James Kingston and Chris Viceroy, number 26, on the tackle. Viceroy, the 11th-year safety out of Connecticut. Viceroy's been around a while. His entire career with the Raiders. Second and 6. Baltimore at their own 44-yard line. Albritton under center. Albritton fakes the handoff, throws downfield, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. That'll stop the clock with 6:25 left. Here in the third. Four receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Provost. All the way down to the 31-yard line. John Provost, the 5th-year receiver out of Syracuse. A 25-yard gain into Raider territory. He was well covered by Russell Smith, the linebacker. The ball was thrown perfectly. First down, Ravens. Coming up on 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Ravens from the Raider 31. In the I formation. Albritton to Castilian again. And Castilian 4 yards down to the 27-yard line. Make it a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7. Kevin Zachary, the strong safety in his 4th year out of Baylor, on the tackle. Zachary's a pretty good safety now. He's got linebacker size. Second and 7 at the Raider 27-yard line. 5:35 and counting here in the third quarter. Baltimore comes out in the I formation. Albritton to Martin. And Lawrence Martin, no gain. Making the tackle, number 93 for the Raiders, that's Leighton Cripps in his 6th year out of Kansas State. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Baltimore at the Raider 27-yard line. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the near side. Albritton in the gun. Albritton throws inside to Doyle. And the tight end, David Doyle, down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 8. And a Raven first down. The 9th-year tight end out of Oklahoma. Stood up by Russell Smith, the 9th-year linebacker out of Alabama. 4:35 and counting here in the third. Raiders lead it 13-7. Ravens trying to retake the lead. In the I formation on first down. Johnson, Essex Johnson, his first carry. Good for 2 yards down to the 13-yard line. The 6th-year back out of Montana. Robert Sutton on the tackle. In his 9th year out of Texas. 2nd and 7 from the Raider 13-yard line. Baltimore comes out, 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton to Castilian, up the middle, a draw play, down to the 6. And that'll be a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 1. Castilian closing in on 100 yards on the afternoon. Under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. It'll be 3rd and 1. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton under center. Albritton looking in trouble. He gets sacked. Leighton Cripps makes the sack back to the 9-yard line. A loss of 3 yards. Now the Ravens, instead of taking the lead, they'll have to kick a field goal. This will be Rob Belton from 26 yards. The kick is up, and it's good. Well, the Ravens scored, but the Raiders still lead it 13-10. 3:06 left to play here in the third quarter. We're live from Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. So the Raiders holding on to a 13-10 lead. Will get the ball back. 3:06 left here in the third. Kyle Richardson will kick off for the Ravens. There's the kick. Fielded by Cousins, 2 yards deep over the 15-20. And Orlando Cousins out to the 24-yard line. And that's where the Raiders will take over with 3:03 left to play. We're in the third quarter. Just a 3-point ball game. It's been a good game. It's been a defensive game. A hard-hitting defensive game here in Baltimore. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Kevin Edwards under center. Edwards fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Siegel. Turns upfield. And is out of bounds at the Raven 41-yard line. A 35-yard catch and run by Jason Siegel. All the way down to the Raven 41-yard line. First down Raiders. .253 and counting here in the third. On 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line, the Raiders in the I formation. Edwards to Cousins. Orlando Cousins plodding forward down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 59, Michael Morris, the 4th-year linebacker out of Oregon. 2.5 minutes left here in the third. Raiders come out on 2nd and 8. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws to the near side. Siegel out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 3. Christian West, the linebacker, on the tackle. We're coming up on 2 minutes left in the third quarter. On 3rd and 3. Edwards to Jenkins. And Jenkins gets 2 yards. He got enough, make it a 3-yard gain. Just enough for the first down. On the tackle, Michael Morris once again for the Ravens. But it's a fresh set of downs for the Raiders as they've moved it down to the Baltimore 31-yard line. He got a nice spot. I didn't think he got the first down, but they gave it to him. Raiders come out. Edwards under center. Edwards play action throws. It's caught by Clymer all the way down to the 7-yard line. A 24-yard catch by Peyton Clymer. It'll be first and goal Oakland at the Baltimore 7-yard line. As we're coming up on a minute left here in the third quarter. It was a busy day today at the radio station. Thursdays always are. Plus, we had a fair board meeting. And I had been home maybe 20 minutes before football started here. First and goal from the 7-yard line. In the I formation, Edwards to Jenkins. And Jenkins gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Ben Owens on the tackle for the Ravens. It'll be second and goal. 40 seconds in counting. If the Raiders get a touchdown, they can take a 2-possession lead. In the I formation on second and goal. Edwards to Jenkins. And Jenkins gets 2 yards to the 5. And now we have an injury timeout. Well, Cousins is already out due to an injury. And now Jenkins is shaken up. That's going to put the onus on Kurt Loxley, the third back on the depth chart. It'll be third and goal from the 5. So the Raiders' top 2 running backs are out at the moment. We'll have the Giants and the Redskins after this. We'll head about 40 miles down the road to Landover, Maryland for that one. Third and goal from the 5. And it looks like Cousins is back in the game. He goes out as a receiver. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards slips, throws, incomplete. It'll be fourth down. And the Raiders are going to have to settle for 3. This will be a 22-yard field goal attempt by Connor Blanchard, the 6th-year kicker out of Arizona. It would put the Raiders back up by 6. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead it 16-10. 16 seconds left to play. Here in the third quarter, live from Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 15, here at Jammin' Sports, in the rain. It's also raining down in D.C. for our next game. Last season, the Raiders made it all the way to the AFC Championship before they lost to the Browns. Well, they're 6-8, about to be 7-8, but they've been eliminated already. Martin from the 5 to the 30, 35. Martin, he's going to break away. Shoestring tackle finally made by Goodlett. Garrett Goodlett saves the touchdown with a shoestring tackle on Lawrence Martin. Otherwise, Martin would have gone the distance. No, it cleared up. 9 seconds left. But the Ravens get great field position at the Raider 47-yard line with 9 seconds left in the third quarter. They come out in the I formation, Albritton to Castilian. Castilian gets about 2 yards. And that's the end of the third quarter as the Raiders lead it 16-10. And we'll just go to the end of the quarter without music as my music's acting up. We'll pretend like it's Madden 23 and we'll go right to the fourth quarter. Here at Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. We start the fourth quarter. The Raiders up 16-10. Ravens on the move. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line. Let's see if the Ravens can take the lead. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton draws back. Throws to the near side. It bounced off his receiver, who never even bothered to look for the ball. That's Mitch Ryan, the rookie out of Ohio State. You can see why the Ravens are 2-12. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Ravens. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun at the Raider 45-yard line. Albritton back. Throws incomplete. He tried to hit John Provost. And that'll bring up 4th and 8. The Ravens squander a great field position. They go 3 and out. And now Kyle Richardson into punt. Gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline out at the 23-yard line. A 22-yard punt. Not his best effort. Edwards will come back out. Raiders lead by 6, 16-10. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. First and 10 from the 23-yard line. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards, play action. Rolls out, throws deep downfield. It's picked off by Wes Stevens. The ball was severely underthrown. Stevens across midfield, still on his feet. Stevens all the way back to the 37-yard line. Wes Stevens, in his 5th year out of Texas Christian, picks it off. And now the Ravens are back in it. A nice return into Raider territory. And now the Ravens once again, great field position. Let's see if they can capitalize. They're down by 6. It was intended for Peyton Clymer, but the ball was severely underthrown by Edwards. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. .7:36 left to play. We're in the fourth quarter. The Raiders up 16-10. Ravens now with a golden opportunity to take the lead. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Throws deep. And it's incomplete. It was knocked down by Eldon McCorkle, the 5th-year defensive back out of Syracuse. And that ball was intended for John Provost, a little bit overthrown. The Ravens are lucky that wasn't picked off. 2nd and 10 at the Raider 37-yard line. 7:32 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We have the Giants and the Redskins after this. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Albritton throws, and it's incomplete. Eldon McCorkle again broke up that pass. It'll be 3rd and 10. David Doyle, the tight end, the intended receiver. 7:27 left to play. I would be remiss if I didn't say our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to the families of the submersible Titan who they found today next to the Titanic. 3rd and 10 to Taylor, all the way down to the 13-yard line. A 24-yard gain. Maurice Taylor, the second-year receiver out of Ohio State. The submersible was missing since Sunday. They found the wreckage today about 100 yards off to the side of the Titanic. They found the wreckage, and it imploded. They had a structural failure, and it imploded at 13,000 feet underneath the waves. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Albritton to Castilian. And Castilian loses a yard back to the 11-yard line. Chris Viceroy making the tackle. I know a lot of people around the country were hoping that they would find the sub and they'd be okay. But that's not what happened, unfortunately. And all 5 on board are presumed dead, obviously. 2nd and 11 from the 14-yard line. Albritton to Castilian. And Castilian down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 4. The Ravens can take the lead with a touchdown and the extra point. On the tackle, Mark Sanders in his 3rd year out of Florida A&M. It'll be 3rd and 4. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton under center. Albritton, 3-step drop, throws inside, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. Decision time for the Ravens. With 5:59 left, do you go for it or do you kick the field goal? Well, you're 2 and 12. Go for it. You've got nothing to lose. All right, they listened to me this time. Ravens going for it. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. 4th and 4 from the 7-yard line. Albritton back. Looking, throws to the end zone. Open, Provost. But he only got 1 foot in. I'd review that. I would review that. I think he got both feet in. Can't tell from that angle. Caden's in the house. You're rewatching every Monday Night Raw episode ever. That would take you a while. It's been on for a lot of years. They're not going to review it. I thought there was a very good chance he got both feet in. Evidently not. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Raiders will take over at the 7-yard line. 5:54 left to play, and the Raiders lead it 16-10. I thought for sure they'd at least take a look. On 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. Edwards. Play action. Flag is down. Rolls out. And he's going to throw it away. But a flag is down. This may be on the Raiders. Well, hello there, Caden. Glad you're doing well.
Holding offense.
Holding on the Raiders. That'll be half the distance to the goal line. It shouldn't be 2nd and 10. Unless I misread that. They must have had it at the 17-yard line. No, that's not right. Interesting. Unless they declined it. Okay, 2nd and 10. Edwards to Cousins. And Cousins out to the 13-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. I was wondering what was going on. The yardage didn't make sense. But then I noticed it was 2nd down. They declined the penalty. Usually the official will say something. A gain of 6 will be 3rd and 4 at the 13. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. throws down the middle. It's knocked down, incomplete. Knocking it down, number 59, Michael Morris, the linebacker. It'll be fourth down. The Raiders are going to have to punt, and the Ravens are going to get another shot at it. Baltimore is going to get the ball back. Nice defensive play by Michael Morris. It'll be 4th and 4. Mark Erickson back to punt. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Stewart at the 38. Makes a nice move and gets out to the Raider 49-yard line. So the Ravens, 49 yards away if they want to retake the lead. Plenty of time, 5 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. In the rain here in Baltimore on a cold, rainy afternoon. First and 10 from the 49-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton takes the snap. Steps up, throws downfield, caught by Burns. And Lawrence Burns down to the 31-yard line. An 18-yard gain. First down Ravens. The third-year receiver out of Oregon State. Ravens on the move. McCorkle on the tackle. It's a 6-point ball game. Raiders up 16-10. First and 10 from the Raider 31. Albritton in the shotgun. Albritton fakes the handoff. Throws down the middle, down the sideline, incomplete. Maurice Taylor, the intended receiver. It was broken up by Randall Wheeler, who's actually thrown more to the near sideline. And that will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Raiders, or for the Ravens at the Raider 31-yard line. 4:31 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We're live from Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Albritton steps up, rolls out, throws outside, incomplete, just threw it away. He had a lot of real estate. He should have took off. And that will bring up 3rd and 10. And that will stop the clock with 4:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Giants and Redskins up next. And then we'll have Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. Flyers at the Avs. 3rd and 10. Albritton back. Sets up a screen pass. Incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. Well, at this point in the game, you kind of have to go for it. It'd be a 48-yard field goal with 4:22 left. Well, they're going to trust their defense. Rob Belton will come on. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He missed earlier from 48. The kick is up, and he makes it that time. It's a 3-point ball game. Raiders up 16-13 with 4:17 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Live from Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. So the Ravens are going to trust their defense to get the ball back. So Kyle Richardson will kick off for the Ravens. 4:17 remaining. There's the kick. Fielded by Cousins at the 4-yard line of the 20-25. Orlando Cousins out to the 28-yard line. Look for the Raiders to eat up some time here. Look for the Ravens to try to get a 3 and out. Just a 3-point game. It's been a tight game throughout. The Raiders next week will close out the season at home against Kansas City. The Ravens will close out the season next week at New England. 1st and 10. Edwards in the I formation. Cousins up the middle. And Orlando Cousins 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Christian West on the tackle. The linebacker for the Ravens. 4 minutes and counting. Now under 4 minutes left. Edwards in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. Edwards, hands off, no play action, looking, throws. Wide open, Sigel, all the way down to the 43-yard line. A 27-yard gain to Jason Sigel, the tight end. First down, Raiders into Raven territory. And now the Raiders can eat up more time. 3.5 minutes left in regulation. The Raiders lead by 3. What the Ravens need right about now is a turnover. Oakland comes out on 1st and 10. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff. Throws outside to Cousins down the sideline. Orlando Cousins down to the 28. A gain of 15 yards. Another Raider first down. And we're coming up on 3 minutes left. Clock is running. 2-minute warning up soon. Raiders holding on to a 3-point lead. On 1st and 10. From the Raven 28-yard line. 2.5 minutes left. Edwards in the shotgun. Looking. Throws to the near side. Incomplete. It bounced off Loxley. Loxley never looked for it. And that'll stop the clock. 2:25 left to play here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders at the Raven 28-yard line. These two team names are too similar. On 2nd down. Edwards drops back. Throws outside. Incomplete. He was looking for Kurt Loxley again. That'll stop the clock with 2:21 left. Cole Nelson nearly picked it off. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Ravens. I did it again. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders at the Raven 28-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards is going to take off. He slides down at the 22-yard line. A 6-yard gain. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to kick a field goal. It'll keep it a 1-possession game. It'll be a 39-yard field goal attempt by Connor Blanchard. But it will have to happen after the 2-minute warning, which is coming up right now. Raiders up 16-13 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Camden Yards, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 15, here at Jammin' Sports in the rain. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Raiders as they lead by 3. They're about to try to make it a 6-point game again. Connor Blanchard will come out, and he'll try a 39-yard field goal attempt. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead it 19-13, a minute 57 left here in the 4th quarter. So the Raven defense holds the Raiders to a field goal, keep it a one-possession game. And now the Ravens, they have all three of their timeouts, a minute 57 to work with. They can take the lead with a touchdown and the extra point. We'll have the Giants and the Redskins after this. We'll head out to Redskins Stadium in Landover. Kicking off will be Mark Erickson. This will be fielded by Stewart, 2 yards deep over the 15-20, and Dwayne Stewart brings it out to the 25-yard line. A minute 53 left to play. Both teams have 3 timeouts. The Ravens have to go 75 yards. They have plenty of time. A minute 53. They have 3 timeouts. Not in desperation mode yet. Raiders trying to hang on and win this. They lead at 19-13. Both teams have been eliminated from playoff contention. Just playing out the schedule. On 1st and 10, Albritton in the shotgun. Albritton back, throws outside, incomplete. Some miscommunication. He threw outside, the receiver went upfield. David Doyle, the intended receiver, but they were not on the same page. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. A minute 51 left. Albritton in the shotgun. Albritton back. Throws downfield, caught by Malone. And John Malone, the rookie tight end out of Clemson, out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 15 yards. Clock is running. They're in the hurry-up. Albritton back on 1st down, throws underneath to Provost. He can't hold on, incomplete. It was broken up by Russell Smith, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 10. A minute 33 left to play. Raiders up 6. Four receivers set wide. Albritton in the shotgun. Albritton drops back. Throws outside to Castilian. He's going to lose yardage. 2 yards back to the 38. And the Ravens take a timeout. With a minute 27 left. They have 2 timeouts left. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Ravens back at their own 38-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, number 71 for the Raiders. That's Terrence Andrews, the 4th-year defensive tackle out of Penn State, making the 2-yard stop. 3rd and 12 from the 38. 4 receivers set wide, Albritton in the gun. Albritton drops back, rolls out, looking, needs to get rid of it, throws down the sideline. It's nearly picked off. It was broken up by number 29. That's Mark Sanders, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Florida A&M. It'll be 4th down. The Ravens have to go for it. It'll be 4th and 12. The Ravens still have 2 timeouts. Just pick up the 1st down. You got time. You don't have to go for the home run yet. Just get the 1st down. 3 receivers to the near side. Albritton in the gun on 4th and 12. Albritton fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Burns inside the 40. All the way down to the 27-yard line. A 35-yard gain to the Raider 27. They're in the hurry-up. Albritton in the gun. 1 minute left to play. Albritton back. Albritton throws. Wobbly pass. Caught by Provost. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. A 21-yard catch by John Provost. It'll be 1st and goal Baltimore at the Raiders 6. Ravens looking for the upset. This would be a mild upset. Trying to retake the lead. The Raiders lead at 19-13. 54 seconds left. On first and goal, 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Throws inside to Doyle. Down to the 2-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be second and goal. 45 seconds. Ravens in the hurry-up. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton back. Throws to the end zone again. Castilian. Touchdown, Ravens. A 2-yard touchdown catch by Nate Castilian. And the Ravens have tied it up with 39 seconds left. It ain't over till it's over. And on any given Sunday, anybody can beat anybody else. And now Rob Belton for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. The Ravens lead at 20-19. However, there's 39 seconds left, and the Raiders have 3 timeouts. And all the Raiders have to do is get in the field goal range. But the Ravens have come back to take a 1-point lead, trying to score the upset. Next week, the Raiders host Kansas City. That could be their last home game at Oakland, depending on how good Madden 24 is. Kyle Richardson will kick off. Fielded by Cousins at the 5, over the 20, 25. And Orlando Cousins out to the 31-yard line. 34 seconds left. The Raiders need about 40 yards for a decent field goal shot. They have all 3 of their timeouts. As Kevin Edwards comes out to lead the offense. We'll head down the Beltway. It'll be the Giants and the Redskins in Landover, outside of D.C. Edwards in the shotgun on first and 10. Edwards back. Throws downfield. Incomplete. That'll bring up second and 10. 31 seconds left. The Raiders need about 40 yards for a decent field goal shot. It'll be second and 10 from their own 31 with 31 seconds left. 3 receivers to the near side. Kevin Edwards in the shotgun on second and 10. Edwards back. Throws to the near side. Caught by Francesca. He's out of bounds at the 48. No. They have to take a timeout. The official said his forward progress was stopped before he went out of bounds. So they take a timeout. That'll be a gain of 17 yards to the 48-yard line. The Raiders need about 15 to 20 more yards for a decent field goal shot. 25 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts. Raiders trying to come back and win this thing. First and 10 from their own 48. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Looking. Rolls out. He's going to take off. And he slides down at the 50. Just 2 yards closer. They take a timeout with 18 seconds left. It'll be second and 8. He should have ran out of bounds. He had room. Too worried about taking a hit. The Raiders have 1 timeout left. 18 seconds left. They're right at midfield. They need about 20 yards. On 2nd and 8, 3 receivers to the far side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws downfield. It's caught by Squarick down to the 26-yard line. And he gets out of bounds, a 24-yard gain. And now the Raiders are in field goal range. With 11 seconds left, they didn't have to take a timeout. It would be a 43-yard field goal from here. Tom Squarick making the catch. In his 4th year out of Memphis. The Raiders, they have a timeout. They'll probably try to get closer. I would too. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins makes his way down to the 22-yard line. The Raiders take their final timeout, a gain of 4. This will be a 39-yard field goal attempt to win the game. The Raiders managed to move the ball down the field and get into field goal range. And now Connor Blanchard will come on with 7 seconds left, and he'll try to hit a 39-yard field goal to put the Raiders back on top. Just a 1-point ball game at the moment. And now the Ravens, they want to ice him. So the Ravens take a timeout. They have 1 left. Not that it matters. You can't take back-to-back timeouts. So it comes down to this. Connor Blanchard from 39 yards. We have the Giants and the Redskins coming up next. Long timeout. Now we're ready to go. Here we go for the win. Connor Blanchard from 39 yards with 7 seconds remaining. Snap. Kick is up. The kick is good. And the Raiders take a 22-20 lead with 3 seconds remaining. And unless the Ravens return this kickoff for a touchdown, the Raiders are going to go to 7-8. And the Ravens are going to drop to 2-13. It's been that kind of year for the Ravens. What can I say? The New York Giants and the Washington Redskins up next. Just keep it right here on Jammin' Sports. And now Mark Erickson will kick off. Fielded by Stewart. He's got to bring it back all the way over the 20. And that's ball game. Your final score, the Raiders 22, the Ravens 20. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Giants and Redskins up next. We'll see you then.